I own my own company, Wordsmith Resource LLC. It specializes in project management and writing resumes and cover letters for folks that are looking for other jobs, looking for upward mobility. And so I've been doing that for 15, 20 years. And then finally, over the years, talking to my clients, discussing with them their journey on their career path and how things are going. A lot of them have expressed what's going right, what's going wrong, and why they want to move on from their current companies. So all of that information, I put it together and came up with the first volume, Gotta Be a Better Way, Volume 1. And now I'm on Gotta Be a Better Way, Volume 2. This one is titled Give It to Gil. Give it to Gil. Gil is handling that. Coordinate with Gil. She's fully versed on that subject. Gil is spearheading this program. No need to worry. Gil is overseeing this initiative. Gil. Gil is the baker, the butcher, the candlestick maker. While Joe, Jackie, and John are living their best lives collecting their paychecks. One day, without a trace, Gil went poof, and the whole house of cards collapsed. With nary a misstep, management's clarion call went out. Next. I am Sandréa Flowers. I am born in Manhattan, originally from the Bronx, raised in the Bronx, and I currently live in Yonkers, New York. Yes. I have my bachelor's degree in business management. I went to Monroe College in New Rochelle, New York. I have my project management certification from the Project Management Institute. My dad is Jamaican. My mom is Puerto Rican. My mom worked for the Board of Education. She worked in the school system as a lunch lady. Prior to that, she worked at Sears as a secretary on Fordham Road. Growing up was fun. There were 4 of us. There was my older sister, she was the favorite. There was my younger sister, she was the baby. And there was my twin brother, he was the boy. And then there was Sandy. There was me, right? So I didn't get a lot of attention growing up. So that also sparked my writing. And I always knew when I was younger, I never wanted to feel that unseenness when I got older. I've always loved to write. Writing started back in high school. So growing up, well, again, it goes back to my 10th grade English teacher, Miss Wells. I always thought I wanted to be a rapper. So back then was MC Lyte, Queen Latifah. Like, oh man. So, back then we were poor. So I would write down the lyrics and then read them off. So all of that just played a part. It all came together. And writing was just cathartic for me. You could always tell when someone has a passion for something, and then she loved her class. So I think both of that put together. So I was like, okay, I want to see, why does she love it so much? After school, I would, instead of going to the park over there in Kingsbridge, I would stay after school and stay with her. Just all that learning, it was just fascinating. With poetry, most of it's love, it's relationships. I'm like, no, there's so much more to poetry. Let's get into, so I see a need, feel a need. I didn't see anything workplace related, office related, business related in terms of poetry. So I'm like, no, we've got to get in there. So Gotta Be a Better Way. It's a collection of poems and prose about the employee experience. I wanted to nail down in writing what employees are feeling, what they're going through. Whether it's high or low, I wanted to put that down in writing. Since the pandemic it's waned off a little bit, I think we've forgotten. Remember, you're dealing with folks, right? The most serious pieces, I would say there's 3 of them. There's one titled Battered Employee Syndrome. There's one titled This Place. And there's one titled Give It to Gil. Give It to Gil. I'm sure we've all experienced this. There's that one person where the person in charge gives them everything to do. Give it to Gil, give it to Gil, give it to Gil. Meanwhile, you have a whole set of other people here who are doing nothing, but they're getting a paycheck. So there's light at the end of the tunnel, right? There is. No matter how bad things are, you already know this too shall pass. So there's always something, whatever it is that you're going through, just go through it. Because something better's coming along. Well, I want readers to recognize themselves in the poetry, understand that they're not alone. Because a lot of times, some of us, we think that we're going through this and it's just us. Not necessarily. Folks could be going through the same thing across industries. So the book is on Amazon. They can go directly to Amazon. You can just punch in Gotta Be a Better Way, Volume 1 or Volume 2. It's also on my website, www.wordsmithresource.com. Other retailers, Goodreads, Barnes & Nobles, there's several other retailers wherein they can purchase the book.